Periscope, what's up? Greg Howes, Monday morning. God bless you. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope the day has started well. The week has started well. We're believing God for good things this week. Yeah, we really, really are. High energy. Come on. High energy Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got the coffee going, got the breakfast going, the juicer's going. Thank you for the hearts. Every time you tap the screen, you release a heart. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. You can hit that little man in the corner of the screen and invite some of your friends and followers to come on the broadcast with you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You need coffee bad, huh? You need some coffee bad. All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning. Ohio's here, Maryland is here. Baltimore, Maryland, Orlando. Yeah, we're praying for Orlando. Horrific tragedy that took place there. Sheffield, England, good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I saw Mississippi a little bit ago. Good morning, South Carolina, good morning. Greenbelt, Maryland, good morning. God bless you guys. Thanks for being with me this morning on Leaderscope. God bless you so much. This is going to be a good week. It really, really is. It really is. We're headed towards Saturday, and this coming Saturday is our Sharpening Stone Leadership Nexus taking place here in the Chicago area at the Oaklawn Hilton Hotel. If you're interested in being a part of that, you need to call 708-756-3358, 708-756-3358, and get you and your friends registered for the Nexus session that's happening this coming Saturday, June the 18th. It's going to be good. Yeah, thank you for praying for my son, Jonathan. I appreciate it. He was in the Special Olympics yesterday in Bloomington Normal, Illinois. He won a gold medal in the deadlift in weightlifting, so he did very well. So we were celebrating with him yesterday. Absolutely. This is Motivate Monday, and on Motivate Monday, I attempt to motivate you. Okay, so we're gonna go for it this morning, and I want to talk to you for a few minutes about building your brand. Building your brand, and that term brand is a word that we hear quite a bit in today's vernacular and in the business world. A lot of materials out there about building your brand, and I want you to understand that your brand is an image of who you are, or it's an image of what your organization is, or what your ministry is, what your business is. Your brand is how you appear to the world around you. Your brand has something to do with your reputation, what people think about you. For example, when you say the word Pepsi, certain things come to mind because Pepsi has a reputation. When you say Ford Motor Company, certain things come to mind. When you say BMW, or when you say McDonald's, you get a mental image of something. There's a reputation that pops up in your mind, and that has everything to do with the brand of that company. Now, it is involved with the logo that you're familiar with, yes, but it's more than the logo. It's how you feel about it. It's how you think about it. It's the reputation, the image that person or that organization carries that begins to affect you and impact your life. So that is what I need to build and you need to build in your life. We need to build an effective brand. So in order to do that, number one, you have to understand and be your authentic self. Understand and be your authentic self. That means you have to know what you believe. You have to know your value system. You have to know what you value, what you believe, what you stand for. You've got to have an understanding of that. You need to understand your strengths and your weaknesses so you know what to go after. So all of that plays into understanding and being your authentic self. Number two, you need to identify your passion. Identify your passion. What is it that stirs you to your very core? What is it that gets you motivated? What is it that makes you angry? What is it that stirs you into action? You need to identify your passion. And then number three, you need to develop the ability to communicate who you are. To communicate who you are. And that must always come from a solid base of knowledge and power. The power of knowing who you are and the knowledge that you contain about yourself. The ability to communicate who you are. You have to know what you are talking about. And you must communicate with confidence. Communicate with confidence. Then you must determine your emotional appeal. That's number 4. Determine your emotional appeal. Are people being attracted to you? Are they attracted to your organization? Are they attracted to your ability to organize, to your ability to administrate? Are they attracted to your killer sense of humor? How do people feel when they're around you? How do they feel when they're around you? That's part of that emotional attraction, how you make people feel. And then number 5, you need to determine your description. Determine your description. Now, some might call this a mission statement, but it's more concise than a mission statement. The word being used these days is the word mantra. Your mantra is made up of 3 or 4 words that describe why you or your organization exists. 3 or 4 words. For example, Federal Express, their mantra is peace of mind. Nike has a mantra that says authentic athletic performance. Authentic, that speaks of the nature of it. Athletic, that's what it's for. Performance, that's the result you're going to get. Target talks about democratizing design. The democratization of design. Mary Kay products, they speak of enriching women's lives. Enriching women's lives. Disney speaks of fun family entertainment. Fun family entertainment. So it's like a 3-word descriptive phrase. So you must determine what field you are in. What are you working at? What are you concentrating on? And then what are the words you would use to describe your work? What are the words you would use to describe your work? And who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? So that's number 5, determine your description. Number 6, build your online presence. Build your online presence. Now, traditionally, we would say here to develop a clear and concise website, which I think is still important, but it's not as important as it once was. And when you're developing a website, it's also crucial to develop it for use on a phone and not just on a laptop or a PC. Because more and more people are using their phones and their phones only. So when you're developing a website, make sure that you develop it as a mobile website that can be effective on someone's phone screen. And then you also need to build your social media platform. So get yourself out there on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat, YouTube, all of these different social media platforms. Get engaged with that. Don't be afraid of it. Get engaged with it. That's where people are these days. That's where you find your customers. That's where you find prospective clients. They're out there on social media. And then number 7, always be a student of your field or your industry. Always be a student. That means you're always going to be learning and you're always going to be growing. If you stop growing, you become stagnant. If you stop learning, you become stagnant. So in order to avoid stagnation, we have to determine intentionally that we're going to keep learning and we're going to keep growing. And you must keep pace with the latest changes and the latest trends in your field or in your industry. Keep pace with that. Have a working, flowing, fluid knowledge of trends and changes in your field. As we wrap this up, I want to mention Noah. My friend Dion Campbell is always talking about Noah as a model. Yesterday we had Marlon Hester at Cornerstone, and he referred to Noah for just a moment during his early service message. You know, Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 7 speaks of Noah. It says, by faith Noah, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, moved with godly fear, prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is according to faith. Hebrews 11 and verse 7. It's describing Noah. So I want you to take note of this. Noah had vision working in his life. Noah had vision. He was seeing the prophetic future. He was looking ahead beyond his time on the earth, and he was prophetically seeing the destination for which his journey was headed. He had vision, and you need to have vision for where you're headed as well. Secondly, Noah was building a brand. Did you know that? Noah was building a brand. And Noah's brand was called the ark. The ark. The ark was the image of who he was. The ark was his reputation. The ark was how he appeared to the world around him. You see, once you see the destination, once you see your prophetic future, then you have to go to work in building what is required to get there. You're going to have to build what is required, what is necessary to get you to that destination. For Noah, it was an ark, and the ark became his brand. That brand was so powerful and so strong that we still refer to it today in relationship to Noah. Anybody talking about Noah is usually going to refer to the ark. Noah's ark. The ark that Noah built. Anytime we think about Noah, we think about the ark filled with the animals, right? The ark was his brand. And just as Noah developed and built his brand, it's important that you build your brand. And then realize this, that Noah was working with an internal pioneer technology that was producing something that had never existed. He was innovative. He was creative, producing something that no one had ever thought of before. And it was something that would become attractive to people in their time of need. It had never rained before. Noah's telling people a flood is coming. People couldn't see it. People couldn't fathom that. They couldn't understand it. They couldn't comprehend that. But Noah had the internal pioneer technology to see that it was coming, to build something for it, and to produce something that had never existed before. So I want to encourage you today that the vision that is in your heart is going to be manifested in the form of a brand. The brand is going to be what people remember you by, what people recognize you by. And as you work on that internal pioneer technology that you have in your spirit man, the innovation and the creative ways that God is pouring through your life, you are going to produce something that has never existed before. You're going to produce something that will be attractive to people right in the middle of their time of need. Listen, when the floodwaters were rising, people were attracted to the ark. It was a little late for them to get in, but they finally became attracted to the ark. Whatever your vision is and whatever you're building to fulfill that vision, eventually people are going to be attracted to your brand. They're going to be attracted to what you are producing because they'll say, we've never seen anything like this before. I don't know how many of you watched the Tony Awards last night, but the Broadway musical Hamilton won a whole lot of Tonys last night, and they were actually nominated for a record 16 Tony Awards. And the reason for all of that is because the creator of Hamilton, the writer of Hamilton, has produced something that is so unique and so distinctive that no one has ever seen it before. It is so brand new, so fresh, so unique, that everybody wants to see Hamilton. It's attracting people because it's fresh and unique and distinctive, and it's producing something that nobody has ever realized before. And that's exactly what God wants to do through your life. That's what he wants to do through your life today. Are you ready for it? Because this day is going to be a day filled with opportunity. This day is going to feature open doors in front of you. This is going to be a day of breakthrough. It's going to be a day of strength, a day of power for your life. So catch the vision, build the brand, and produce something that has never existed before. Make something happen that nobody has ever witnessed before. It's going to be unique, therefore it will be distinctive, and because of its distinctiveness, people will be attracted to you. They will be attracted to you. I declare it over your life now in the name of Jesus. Thanks for being with me today. I appreciate it. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate it. Again, the Sharpening Stone Leadership Nexus is coming up this Saturday, June the 18th, 8 a.m. at the Oaklawn Hilton Hotel right here in Oaklawn, Illinois, at the corner of Cicero and 95th Street, or close to the corner. It's the Round Hotel right there. You can't miss it. 8 a.m. for a hot breakfast, a delicious breakfast. We're going to network and fellowship and connect. Then we're going to go right into a time of dialogue and instruction. It's going to be good, so I want you to be there. Call 708-756-3358, 756-3358 to reserve your place. God bless you. Have a great day. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.